Hello, my beautiful warriors of love and light, and welcome to this weekly reading from September 12th to September 18th. So as I said in Instagram, I'm going to address the same thing here because I received the same comment. Like I received one or two comments here, and obnoxious, sarcastic, and low vibe comments are not welcome here. If you don't like the way I read, if you don't like me when I talk in the beginning, if you don't, it's your choice, right? This is a free reading. If you wish to leave a comment, I will delete you and I will block you. I'm not interested in engaging in these comments. I feel like I don't even understand why you would want to leave that. Just leave the channel, right? I'm not forcing your hand to stay here. There's plenty of tarot readers out there. I do not want to engage in this kind of behavior online. And I don't want my viewers to actually have to exchange their energy with that either. So that is what I wanted to address with you guys. And if you continuously do that, then it's okay, because I will block you. All right, so that being said, I do enjoy all the comments that I get. I do enjoy the lovely ones, and I enjoy the likes and the subscribes and the shares. And if you can do that more, that would be awesome. But at the same time, you just do what you feel, because it is what it is, right? We're not here. I'm not here to. I don't like when people force me to subscribe and force me to do things. So I'm not going to make that decision for you as well. So thank you for being here, and let us begin this intro. Now we have timestamps below if you don't want to listen to my intro, so you can just go ahead and go to your sign and you don't have to listen to this. But for those who are listening to this, September is a 9-month. I want to talk about that. Last week I touched on 9/9 being Mercury retrograde, but I didn't talk about it being a portal. So I want to talk a little bit about that. And also today is 9/11. How important these portals are for us on this journey. So 9 is a portal of us like walking into our duties kind of thing, and the 9/11 is us on this enlightenment journey, right? So it's like we're stepping through this portal. Like this summer we were going through a lot of physical, emotional changes, and now we are starting to see things differently, feel things differently. That being said, I was going to talk to you a little bit about the symptoms. Should I talk about symptoms now? Yeah, I'll talk about symptoms now, and after I'm going to talk about the Queen. So a lot of the symptoms that we're feeling, let me know if these are the feelings, something that you're feeling. So you can't tell, maybe you can, but I slept 1 hour last night, literally from this morning actually. I didn't sleep all night. I slept from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock in the morning. So I was like, wow. Woo. I mean, I could be more tired than that. My soul kept telling me you don't need so many hours anyways. Like it was just like, it's just all in your head that you need these hours. And I'm like, I guess so. So that's something that we're going through. So there's sleepless nights or really a lot of sleep. Some people are having and experiencing that. I went out with a friend of mine a few days ago, and she's like, how are you feeling? I said, I have no idea. I don't know how to express myself on what I'm feeling. I guess it's like it's neither high nor low. It's just different. So I can't pinpoint the feeling of or the emotion of what I'm feeling and sensing. So that is where I'm at. I'm curious if that's where you guys are at as well. And also there's like, I'm seeing things in a different way. Like it's almost like I'm seeing through people, but not like physically. Like I see people, but like they're there, but they're not. I don't know, I'm explaining myself really well, but that's what it is. What else was there? Oh, vivid dreams. Like that's from the full moon Pisces, but I think the dreams are amazing. I'm getting some really specific dreams that are explaining the world around us kind of thing. So pay attention to those dreams, write them down. It's really important. Oh, this is a good one. Pains and headaches in unusual places. So pains, like some people are experiencing pain that they've never felt before in a part of their body, or a headache that's coming from like a specific part here that you've never experienced. So that's like us upgrading, right? Where our system is being activated. We're changing, right? We're integrating a lot more light. So it's like moving things around. And like people have been feeling also their chakras being wonky, right? Because we have more than 7 chakras in the body, so that those things are awakening within us. Oh, this is a big one. So getting weary of social media. I'm like that, exactly like that. I'm scrolling and I'm just like, I can't focus. I'm having a hard time engaging with posts. I'm like, it's just all the same, or it's like it's just not working with me. I don't know if that's the same with you. Oh, more coincidences are happening in our lives. So like that same time I was out with a friend of mine, I was walking down the street, and another friend, or client, even friend, she like was honking at me. She goes, yo, Sabrina, I was just thinking about you. I was gonna call you, and here you are materializing in front of me. I'm like, yep, because there's no coincidences, right? Everything is set in place, but things are like becoming more and more real, like becoming more and more evident in our faces. I find that really beautiful. Okay, and the eating is changing for a lot of people. So I don't know how are you feeling, like you're craving more sweet or salty or sour or what have you. That when I thought about that, I was like, oh my God, that's like a pregnant woman, right? So that's what we're doing. We're birthing a new self. So we are going through those kinds of symptoms of these cravings, or even strange foods. Like I feel like eating like whatever, right? Like something that's you've never eaten before. I feel like eating Cambodian, and you're like, why? I don't know. I just feel like it. So go for it. Like do it, because that's your soul speaking to you. There's where some of us are feeling like old fears are coming up, old like hurts. And that's normal, because they're having to clear. We're clearing the old, right? And some of us might be feeling a little bit unbalanced as well, like more clumsy than usual, more uncoordinated. So you're falling, you're tripping, you're stubbing your toes a bit more. It's because you're in the process of changing, and it's also because your surroundings are changing as well. So those were just some interesting symptoms that like I've gotten messages about, and also read somewhere about it, and I was like, okay, and I resonated with it. So I'm giving you these symptoms so you can see if you like resonate with them as well. I feel like these will stay with us until the end of the year, because that's why we're in integration mode right now. But the fact is that this old energy is leaving us, right? And we're moving into a new energy, and that's when I have to say this, because I have to say this for a friend of mine who's watching. The queen is dead. Okay, so she understands. But I hope you don't get triggered by what I'm saying, but the queen is like, her death marks an end to an old energy. It's like a marker of what's to come, right? We are, most of us energetically have been feeling the feels, right? But the masses and the collective, like sometimes you talk to people and they're like, no, I don't feel it. I feel great. I feel amazing, whatever. And it's okay that they feel great, good for them. But we're going through the feels. It's almost like we need this chaos to ensue, to be revealed in front of our faces, so that the chaos rises. Like, so there's like the queen's death is like, oh, monumental for the masses, and it's like it's almost like it has to be shown to them so they can feel it, whereas we've been working with the unseen, right? So that is what's happening. So chaos is revealing itself, disruption is and collapse begins with the queen passing away, and then there's more to come. This is just the beginning, and she is an old energy, she's an old narrative, she's a royalty, is old, Everything is like I've always said this, we cannot continue in an old energy. It doesn't work. And she is part of that. As much as the religious systems and all of it has to somehow like implode so that we can create anew. So if some of you have listened to me and some of you know that we come from the future and we've come to fix what we've wronged, right? We've allowed the earth to collapse, to destroy itself with the excess of artificial intelligence. And now we're back here to create completely new. We're creating a new creation, a history of creation. New, completely new. So everyone, even the galactics, everyone is completely new what we're doing. We volunteer to come into these human vessels to create this new earth. So by creating a new earth, we need to say goodbye to the old. And that's why all the old fears are coming up. That's why we're all dealing with all the fears. And that's why we're going through the dark night of the soul for the next 5 years. And that dark night of the soul includes the kings, the queens, the actors, whatever, all these people, the governments, whatever. And we're having to build completely new. So that I wanted to talk about the queen. When I heard the queen was like gone, I thought she died like a long time ago, but whatever, I guess a Mandela effect again. So I was like, well, I thought she died last year. But when I was younger, or even like in my teens, in my 20s, I never understood why we honored the king, the queen, the actor, the singer, the government official, those big people, that religious leader that died. We go, oh, rest in peace. Oh, she's like, we do all these social media posts about them, and I'm like, what are we doing? Why? Like, why are they more important than my brother, my father, my brother, my sister? We give praise to these false idols. We give praise to these, we shine the light on these people, and we negate our light. And we've been negating our light for all these years and lifetimes. So that's why I'm like, we're at this point in time where like, no man, I'm not gonna waste my energy. I've done it, but I've done like these posts for like Prince and David Bowie on my Instagram. I have that, but now I'm like the queen and the king, like what have they done for you lately? Like, so it's just this like disproportionate way of how we live our lives. We put so much emphasis on status and money and, oh, they're rich and famous, so oh my god, they died, what are we gonna do now? But other people die, like normal people die, and they're probably even more influential on our lives than these people. But I'm not saying that they're better or worse, right? Like, we are powerful beings of light, and we should all be honored. So it's a very interesting time for me. So it's just a very interesting time to be alive, and I have this like forum that I can discuss these things with you. I'm just wondering if you guys feel the same way as I do. We are the lighthouses. We are here to show the way. We're here. I say what I feel on this video. It doesn't mean I'm right. It doesn't mean I'm wrong. It just is what it is. So you take it or you leave it. It's the same for me, right? Like, these are just knowings. These are just feelings inside me, and I express it to you. So pay attention to your dreams. I'm telling you, they're really vivid. And if you're remembering the dreams, that means there's messages that you need to listen to. So write that shit down, people. And I'm going to continue saying, stop thinking so much. Just let things be. Trust in the universe. Trust in the God. So I wrote a post on Instagram. If everything is energy, then how we react to energy matters, right? For me, energy is God, creator, source, the universe, higher power. It's whatever it is that you feel. So I'm going to talk about that next week, because I think I've gone on too much with the Queen this week. So we're ending the old, people. It's the month is the 9 tarot is the Hermit. It's the end of an old energy. It's an end of an old chapter, and we're moving into a new chapter. Come October, come December, when the earth shifts, we're going to feel it, we're going to see it, we're getting ready. This is what it is. We're getting tested, we're getting ready for this next chapter. So that's why pay attention to everything around you that is happening to you. Write them down and let's discuss. All right, my beautiful warriors, I will see you next week, but firstly, we'll see you in this reading. I think I promised you that I was going to give you a free reading. So maybe I will, actually. So if you leave a comment down below, a good one, I will enter you into a free reading and I'll offer it next week. All right, I love you and I will see you in your readings. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Aries. We got show that you care. With this white dragon, this beautiful maiden in the forest, and there's this portal happening between these trees, which is kind of beautiful. So there's this feeling here of you receiving, being in the receiving end or the other side, like giving end. So in the receiving end, I feel like you are being offered financial support, emotional support, mental support, physical, like there's something coming towards you and you're kind of resisting it. You're like, no. So there's that feeling, and it's like, show that you care. Just like accept it, Aries. Stop being so independent. Stop being so like, I can do this on my own. I don't need any help. Like, open your arms and allow things to come to you. And however it comes, even if it comes from the person that you least expect it, even if it comes from like someone that you're not even aligned with, accept it. Don't think about it. Don't like assess into why. And don't do that. Just take it. It's the same thing that like show that you care about these people in your lives that maybe are not aligned with you, who are not on the same page with you, are not. We're all one. Like we're all the whole. We are all here together, and we're all a mirror of each other. And I know that a lot of people get triggered by that when I say that, and they're like, no, I'm not my narcissist husband, wife, mother, father. And you're like, well, yeah, you kind of are, because there's a part of you inside them that is reflecting back at you, and you're not looking at it. You keep like just putting it on them, but it's like you have to take some of that responsibility. And that's all of us. Like even me, it's like, wow, no, you know. But when I do that, it's such a freeing feeling. It's like, yeah, okay, so yeah, I am like that. Oh yeah, okay, I am a bit too controlling. I am a bit like this. It's okay, now I got to figure this out. We got to step into awareness and figure this out. So there's this feeling here from both sides coming at you, Aries. But I really feel like some of you are being offered help from people that you won't even expect, and you're kind of resisting it, and it's like, come on, man. Just do it. All right. So let's see what the cards have to say for you. We have the Devil, which is a Capricorn energy. Devil. In your past position, so that's a good position to be in. So the Knight of Cups, which is a Pisces energy. The Page of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Hangman, another Pisces energy underneath the Devil. The Six of Pentacles, interesting. That's the giving, receiving. Interesting that it's showing up here. And the Ten of Pentacles, which is beautiful energy, financial energy coming your way. So, like there's like love, and there's finances here, like a new opportunity, a new job here. So let's look at the Devil and the Hangman to start. The Devil energy is like, could be you, that's this resistance of seeking help or accepting help from anyone, saying, no, I'm like better than that, I can do this on my own kind of feeling. Or it could be someone around you that's of a heavy energy, I just don't feel like it's someone in your life, because the Hangman is like you personally. Obviously it's because I'm the one doing the reading. Is the feeling I'm getting here is that you're the devil at this moment in time, Aries. You're like you're in your own way of happiness, of the next steps. You're rejecting support, you're rejecting help, you're rejecting people in your life, and you're like you're not being proactive, which is not an Aries thing to do, right? You're being sedentary. You're almost like pulling away from people. You're almost like wanting to cocoon yourself, kind of thing. And like I feel like you're not in a good way. But this is like a past energy, so it could have been like in the past few weeks you haven't been a good way. You've been feeling all the feels. You've been very emotional. You've been very hard on yourself. You've been hard on other people perhaps as well. I just feel like there's this fear. You've built a little fear inside you. You're in a self-sabotage mode without you even realizing it, maybe. Because the Hangman could also be like you're just, this is like you're waiting and you're looking at a different perspective. But we could take it like really on, like literally, and say maybe you are I'm not every Aries, but like you're even feeling like, what is it worth, this life? What am I doing here? Like you're questioning yourself here. And that the Knight of Cups is an energy of love, of romance coming your way. And it's good because you see that the Knight of Cups is away from the devil, right? He's like, I'm not going to engage in this behavior. I'm not going to engage in your self-doubt, in your self-destruction right now, because I want to love you. I want to give you the world. I want to offer this to you. And maybe the person is not in your life at this moment in time, but there's a person energetically around you that is wanting to come in, but you're in this kind of mode. It's very strange for Aries to be in this mode, but I guess you're human like all of us, right? And there's just like the Knight of Cups is like waiting for you to show them that you care, waiting for you to reach out that hand of yours and accept that help from the Knight of Cups, or from someone, the people in your life. You're in a bit of a limbo mode right now, Aries. There's some of you that are teetering a little bit with your emotions and your mental as well. There's just a lot of insecurities, doubt, guilt, like almost putting yourself down because you're not doing what everyone else is doing, kind of thing. You're not following the path of everybody else. You're wanting to do something different. You had this like mojo at one point this summer to like, okay, I'm gonna make these changes, and now you find yourself in this little hole again, and you're like, what the hell is happening? That's that feeling I'm getting from you. And yet there's like love coming in. There's not only necessarily like love, but self-love, like coming up, showing like, come on, Aries. There's so many people around you willing to help you. There's energy that you can't see that are willing to help you as well. But you just have to allow us in. That's what's going on here, my beautiful Aries. Because the Page of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles for the future is freaking amazing. It's like you jumping into a new adventure, you like writing a book, like, I don't know, like anything with media and communication, like starting a new business, starting a new vocation, like volunteering, doing something. This is all mind, right? So doing something like that, like marketing, it could be, but it feels like you're just starting fresh. The Page of Swords, it's like you know, she's on this mountaintop with her sword of truth, and she's like, okay, I'm done. I'm ready to go into something new. And the Ten of Pentacles is like, yes, it's great because this is financial abundance waiting for you. But it's only coming to you if you make that move, if you accept that support, if you accept that like help from someone else. Stop burying yourself in your emotions. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop being a victim. Stop like with the pity, like the, oh, I'm, you know, like I'm not good enough, or I'm like this, the self-worthiness is at a low. There's like, and it's okay to be there because that's all coming up, which we need to clear. Hence the dark night of the soul. We're needing to clear these old energies, and that's what your old energies are showing up. Or your fear of financial security, right? It's all coming up here. Or fear of ever falling in love again. That's why the Knight of Cups is here. It's like, okay, yeah, you can fall in love again. It's okay, and it's okay to feel how you're feeling. Aries, you're feeling a little bit at a loss right now. But some of you are the Page of Swords is like that innocence, kind of like, just go. Just start what it is you want to start. Just jump into this. Speak your truth. Say what you need to say. Like, stop feeling it and just do it, kind of thing. And the Ten of Pentacles is like, yes, and you will find financial abundance. You will find security on the other side of that. You will find like your place, your home. There's like a sage here with a woman and her dog, like a portal, an archway kind of thing with these like, I was going to say in Italian, grapes, which speaks of like wine, right? Like, it's like health, good health, and there's just a feeling of you needing to go through a little bit of this still to get to here, but you are on your way. I really feel like it's amazing, actually, Aries. It really feels good to me. And if it could be love that's like waiting for you, it could also just be your self-love that's waiting for you. It's your energies, your team, your guides are like, okay, we're here, we're waiting, we're ready. Reach out for assistance because we're here. So whatever this new journey you're starting, what it could be, like just a changing up something in your life, or you're moving, like there's like mountains here, moving to the mountains. I don't know if you're like just doing something different and unique and not the same. And that's the sameness is what keeps us in here. Like following the Joneses, staying always the same as everybody else, doing the same thing, and going to the same schools, getting the degrees there, doing the same shit that everybody's doing, and it's just not working for you. As much as you want it, it's just not working for you. It's time to go. It's time to go, Aries. Alright. So I didn't say it in the intro, but I'm giving the angel answers. So the angel answers, again, it's like helpful people, or like opportunity, or like no, okay, it's like or in a month. So ask a very general question, I'm going to give you an answer. So for Aries, please. Okay, so I'm going to pick one of each color. All right, so 3 questions here. Answer number 1 is helpful people. Oh my gosh. Helpful people. So there's people around you, Aries. I can't make this shit up. There's people, they're supporting you. Go and reach out to these freaking people. I love it. Question number 2. Reconsider. And question number 3. Within the next few months. So number 3, number 2, and number 1 is amazing. So these are your 3 questions. I hope these helped. The questions, your answers. And I will see you next week. Again, check your rising and your moon. You could find your rising and your moon on cafeastrology.com. And that's it. Have a beautiful week. Enjoy the energies. There can be high, they could be low, but this is the beautiful time that we live in. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Taurus. We got embrace spirit. So embrace spirit is that it's very simple to me. This coming here today is like some of you are walking into your why you're here. You're seeing things differently. You're hearing. Your senses are elevating. I can't even express it because I don't even know how to express it. So you're like feeling different senses, right? Because we technically have 355 senses. So the 5 or the 6 or the 7 senses that we know already, there's just it's heightening, and this is what's happening to us. We're like feeling the feels, we're hearing the hears, you know, it's all the things happening, and we're moving into greater awareness of our of why we're here, but also of how we can help, how we can be the lighthouses, how we can show the way, like the eagle soars in the sky. That's what we're going. So that could be in any part of your life, could be your relationships, could be your friends, but could just be in the collective in general. So beautiful energy. We have the 9 of Pentacles, which is financial independence. I like to see that. The Artist. Interesting. The Ace of Wands. New opportunities coming your way. The Sun. Woo! This is freaking awesome. Validation, reward. Again, new opportunities. The 2 of Pentacles. Making a decision. And the Chariots. Wow, people, this is like three major arcanas, an ace, and the 9 of Pentacles. So we have a very good like forecast here in the cards. With this 9 of Pentacles, some of you are on your way to either landing a new job opportunity, a new project, that passion project perhaps coming on your lap. There's this feeling of not worrying about your finances, which I've been doing. I've been following in that trap. So it's kind of nice, like your independence is showing up. The Sun is here, so definitely a new opportunity, new rewards coming in. Like you're getting more clients, perhaps you're getting like a raise or promotion. It has to do with that. Like there's a new opening when it comes to that. Perhaps some of you are selling your house, some of you are moving into a condo, some of you are downsizing something, or moving to a sunny location, because the sun is the beach location perhaps. But there's a sense of freedom here for me. Perhaps some of you are on vacation because the 9 of Pentacles, you've made enough money and you've like gone on vacation with the Sun here. So it speaks to me of travel. There could be anything. There could be a lot of things with the Sun. It's very open to interpretation because it's very bright and shiny. It could also be us on the spiritual path, being free finally, seeing the light that we are, shining that light that we are. The Artist comes in. It's very interesting. It's like a card created by this deck, and he's I don't know what he's doing. Oh, he's painting. Oh, he's drawing. He's drawing the landscape. I see that. Naked. So, with like wings on his feet. Isn't that Hermes, the messenger god? Anyways, so we have like a creative part of you. So Taurus in general, I mean, I know a lot of Taurus that are very creative. Even though we're earth signs, there is that creative little power inside of us. So there's this feeling, if you are not creative, let's say, maybe you have to maybe you could start something like a creative hobby, like do scrapbooking, painting, drawing, jewelry making. Do something that is going to maybe it's like do something to like inspire you, but I also feel like there could be some of you thinking of changing your whole career path or school, or maybe you want to become the writer, maybe you want to become the script writer, maybe you want to become the you know, you want to change things up in your life and be that artist. Maybe you want to become the baker, maybe you want to become the caterer, or you want to like do the things with your hands instead of like direct other people to do it. So Taurus is a very entrepreneurial sign, so that could be that's happening here. Or just some of you are just feeling the need to like step outside of the routine. The Two of Pentacles is interesting to me because I'll talk about that after. Because the Ace of Wands and the Chariot, again, it's like this new growth, new financial stability, new but the Chariot is a move, it's success, it's victory, but it's also like you moving somewhere. And here we see this like twines. It's almost like you're moving into the forest, you're moving into or a sunny place. Like I said, there's just this feeling of movement, travel. I just feel like there's like a Taurus, you're ready to explore, you're ready to embrace your spirit and move into where you need to be. Like listen to the call. And a lot of you's artistic expression is coming out, is emerging, and if it is, then follow that. Like let's say you're an accountant and all of a sudden you feel like you need to make jewelry and you're like, what the hell is that about, right? That's a call. So it's like we need to listen to the call. And once you do it, you'll realize, oh, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be sculpting. I'm supposed to be like painting landscapes in Machu Picchu in Peru, right? I'm supposed to be doing these things because your soul is calling you. And that's why maybe this Two of Pentacles showing up. It's like a lot of you are like, oh, but I don't know. Do I listen to this or do I listen to this? Am I truly supposed to go to live in the mountains? Am I truly supposed to live by the beach? Like, am I supposed to live in Montreal? Am I supposed to, or wherever you are, or am I like, that's that unbalance that you're feeling a bit here, because some of you are being called to do something a bit outside of your structure. You're being called to shine that light of yours and to just go. You're being offered this opportunity, and it might be not so concrete for you guys, but it's like coming. It's like go to where that feeling, that knowing is leading you. I feel like some of you will be offered a job, perhaps like outside of your city. You'll be offered or like a chance to move to another city because an offer in a house has come through or something. I just feel like there's some of you being handed over this, which is the Ace of Wands. You see that it's like the hand is it's being given to you, and you need to be conscious and aware of what is being handed to you, not just brush it aside. That's what's happening here. I feel like you are in the next week or two, you will be offered an opportunity. You will be offered a chance to change something in your life, and you'll be like, what do I do? Kind of thing. That Two of Pentacles is us. It's a Capricorn, but it's an Earth sign again. There's a Virgo. The Earth is here, but there's like Cancer, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. So there's like two fire signs here, water, but the water of the Chariot is this like go. It's more like a Wands energy to me in this sense. But the Chariot is Cancer, is like home and family. Could be a change of home and family as well. I just feel like there's something moving and shaking for you, Taurus, and it's time to you're as comfortable as you are right now. Maybe you are in a place where you're comfortable in your home and your job and your relationship, whatever, and everything is great, you're going to be handed, it's not going to be like tumultuous or chaotic, this like opportunity or whatever's coming, this offer that's coming your way, or this like aha moment. You're going to be like, oh, you need to follow that, my beautiful Tauruses, bulls, my beautiful Taurians. It could be a passion project, it could be a creative project, it could be a creative person coming into your life, it could be anything, but will be at that moment where you'll be like, what do I do? And stop asking, instead of asking all these questions all the time, just go into your heart and listen, because something's coming, a little changey is coming your way. Right? So I'm going to give you 3 answers to 3 questions. So think of 3 questions as I shuffle. Taurus, please. I'm just going to randomly pick 3 types of questions. So yes, this, and the yellow. So answer number 1 is remain positive. It's beautiful. Answer number 2, no. Answer number 3, not the right time. So these are your answers. 2 and 1. 1, 2, 3. I hope these helped. You know, no's could be good answers. It depends on what you're asking. So it feels really good to me. So just be ready for whatever is coming to you, because there is something definitely coming to you. It could also be like a new relationship. It could also be a new baby, the Ace of Wands. You know, it could be a lot of things, but it also could just feel like a new path that's being presented to you. So pay attention, Taurus. I love you. Check your rising and your moon, and I will see you next week. Love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Gemini. We got embrace the masculine. So if you listen to Instagram, I'm just going to continue. I'm going to talk about that again. But in the divine masculine, divine feminine, the divine feminine energy has risen like as 2020, and the divine masculine is on the rise again, 2022. But the between the feminine, the masculine energy, the feminine energy is like represented by the moon, and the masculine is the sun. So we've been seeing a lot of solar radiation coming in, so you know that the masculine energy is coming in full force, but there's a little bit of hesitance that we're feeling with the masculine. But in your case, the masculine energy is action, is doing, is being that brave warrior. It's being it's not about sitting around and waiting. It's you see, this is growth. It's about like not being the feminine energy, where the feminine will nourish and assess things and trying to figure things out, see the best way possible. The masculine is like, okay, he's not really thinking at all. He's impulsive. It's like a fire energy. It's like a spontaneous. It's just go for it. I feel like some of you are being asked to make a decision. You've been holding a long time for this, and you've been holding back, and it's like, let's go. Right? That's that feeling I'm getting here. So let's see what's your 9 of Swords in reverse. 9 of Swords is like insomnia. People are not having a hard time sleeping, or you're depressed, or you're anxious or stressed, but it's in reverse, so that's a good. Some of you are releasing that. You're like fed up, and you're ready to make the move. The 7 of Wands, it's beautiful energy. It's like you're pulling out of this like discomfort. I like it. The 7 of Voices in reverse, very good. The 7 of Voices is dishonesty, sneaky lies, but we have it in reverse, so that's good. And the King of Cups shows up, which is this Scorpio energy, but it could be Cancer, Pisces. The Ten of Swords. Look at you. You're showing up here. You're showing up in the Nine of Swords as well. So Gemini, Gemini. So again, the Ten of Swords. A lot of heavy energy. Ten of Pentacles. It's beautiful energy. Okay. The Ten of Pentacles makes me feel like it's this home-related, finance-related, family-related. So it could be work or school-related as well. But there is this feeling here of a lot of release happening. So maybe this Embrace the Masculine is actually coming at a good time for you, Gemini. Some of you are just overwhelmed with whatever's happening in your life. You're feeling like you're done. Like you're done dealing with this partner of yours, with this boss of yours, with the friends, like the family. Like you're not accepting the bad behavior anymore. Someone may be cheating on you, lying to you, sneaky. There's just this someone around you that's causing this like stress, but you're done, Gemini, and I'm kind of excited about that. Like, so like the Ten of Swords, the same energy, right? It's like, look at her, she's like stabbed in every way possible, and she's just over it. She's like being backstabbed. Like there's this feeling that you guys you've entertained these people in your life. You've entertained these ideas. You've gone along with this control mechanism that's in your life. You've gone along with a lot of things because you just wanted some peace and love this summer, and you're like, we can't do it anymore. Like look at her. She's like, oh my God, I gotta break free from these like walls that are caving in. What's interesting to me is that I see like on the outskirts here, usually at the bottom is like the root of the issue, and the root is really good because it's the Ten of Materials and the King of Cups showing up here. We have like, once you release yourself from these heavier energies, we have like a King of Cups waiting for you. It doesn't have to be, it could be you even just like dipping into your love of self. Or there could be like someone's very spiritual, like helping you through this, someone caring and nurturing around you. It's like, maybe it could be a man, it doesn't have to be. It could be like someone older than you that's ready to take you in their arms, is ready to like guide you out of this energy. Because the Ten of Pentacles speaks of financial abundance, and like you see, they're all in a tribe here, like togetherness, unity, which you haven't been feeling in a long time. It's been like it's been a rough road for you, Gemini, and we've seen that in the past few months. And sometimes there was like there were highs, and it was great. But here you're at the end of your rope almost. You're like, I cannot give in to this person, this place, this thing. I cannot give in to the situation all the time. You need to make a change. And the masculine is coming and saying, yes, you do. It's enough like waiting here on the water, like in the laurels, like just like waiting for someone else to make the decision, waiting for something else to happen so that you could just like, it's not working. And you're not really benefiting from it either. It feels very like weighty to me. It feels like you're just doing it for other reasons that don't hold any weight again. That doesn't hold anything anymore. It doesn't make sense to you anymore. It's like, what am I doing? Why am I perpetually in this situation, in a loveless marriage and a loveless relationship, in a I'm always allowing someone to control my every move. I'm always allowing them to condescend to me at work, at school. Like there's this feeling of you've allowed this to happen to you. And the Seven of Wands, like, I'm done. I'm strong enough to push it all away. And I see the light, because I am the light. And you could seek help from someone who's spiritual, and there probably is someone around you, and they've been trying to help you for the longest time, and you've been kind of resistant towards them, but they're still there. I feel like they're still there. And it could be a husband, or it could be a partner, it could be anything that has tried to help you through this, but you've been like, no. And now it's like, perhaps let those people in that are willing to help you through this. Because Ten of Materials speaks to me of, it's like all waiting for you on the other side, Gemini. You haven't been seeing it clearly because you've been too entrenched in your own emotions, or entrenched in other people's energies. And it's like greatness is waiting around the corner for you. Like, make the moves that you need to make. Like, go for it, take the risk, jump in, go with the heart. The masculine energy is like a little bit like the woman, the female energy is a bit too heady. Like the masculine is like, let's go, even though feminine is the cups and the earth, which is heart, and this is fire and air, which is mind. I just feel like in this case I see it more as a act, like stop thinking and just go. So I don't know how this helped you guys. I hope it helped you, but there's this feeling of you breaking free from some constraints, some old energies, perhaps some old feelings and judgments coming creeping up on you. But it could also be people in your life, and it's time to go, because what's waiting for you on the other side is like sunshine and rainbows and like financial freedom. And maybe you're not seeing it now, but it's there. All right, trust in the process. So I'm going to give you 3 answers to questions, okay? So again, these are very like, could be when, why, what questions, answers. So Gemini, I'm going to pick the cards for you. So I'm going to pick the cards for you. 1, 2, and 3. So answer number 1, think of those questions, pause if you haven't thought of all the questions. I'm going in. Answer number 1 is remain positive. Answer number 2 is a big fat yes. I love it. Answer number 3, within the next few weeks. So 3, 2, and 1. So hopefully these answers answer your questions, and I hope this reading as well. I feel like you're in a process of a change, of a move, and it feels good to me. I think that you don't see what's on the other side because you're so stuck inside this whirlpool of energy, but what's waiting for you is something amazing. So take the risk, act. All right, I love you, Gemini. Check your rising and your moon as usual, and that's it. Leave a comment below. I'm giving a free reading next week. All right, bye. Hello, my beautiful Cancer. We got focus and then act. I feel like I went a little bit lengthy on Instagram with you guys because I was so entranced by your card with this beautiful stallion and this maiden with her like mask on and this like icy sword. So to me it looks like a Queen of Swords energy, which is a Libra energy, but it's this like I feel like some of you have been holding back on making a decision with whatever area of your life you're talking about. Some of you have been like too your minds have been too busy this summer perhaps, or you're not even like, you're not wanting to pay attention to it. You're creating the busy so that you don't have to think about it, kind of thing. And it's here, it's like focus and then act. So we need you to get back into calm mode. We need you to get back to like the Queen of Swords mode, which is very cold and reserved kind of mode. Like, stop being overreactive, stop overthinking, stop being emotional about whatever it is that you need to make a decision on, and just focus. Focus like on nothing, really, right? Like, empty the mind and just make that decision. So I don't know if this helps you. Let's see what's going on in your cards. We got the Knight of Materials, which is another like beautiful black horse here. So there's a horse theme happening. The Knight of Materials is the Knight of Pentacles, which is a Virgo energy. Again, it's like money coming towards you, which is beautiful. The Page of Swords, the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I like this actually, the Page of Swords. Something new. Maybe some of you need new eyeglasses. Okay. Justice is Libra again. So not again, because I saw the Libra-ish kind of here. So there's justice here. Maybe some contracts, some negotiations. Maybe maybe it's just plain old finding balance in your life. The Magician, Gemini, Virgo. So Virgos. The Ace of Materials, gorgeous, is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And the Queen of Materials, which is Capricorn. Okay, so when I say these signs, it's just because they could be relevant in your life, but they don't need to mean anything. But wow, Cancer, this looks freaking amazing. We have like 3 court cards, a page, a knight, a queen. We have an ace, and we have 2 major arcana. So these are major life lessons, something really important that you have to pay attention to this message. There's like this feeling of, so the past energy, like you've been making money this summer, you're on a steady roll, things are working out for you, things are like materializing for you, and it's all because you are creating your own reality. You're maybe creating your own business, maybe you're establishing your own path in your job or at school. It's like you have that wand. You have the wand, you have this sword in your hand, you have this ability to, you've had it and you've been using it very well this summer or these past few months or whatever have you. There's just this steady stream coming in. Flow of money, flow of ideas, flow of inspiration. It's really beautiful actually, Cancer. But I like that Page of Swords coming in because it's focus and then act. It's like, but put your goggles on, like put your lights, put your glasses on so that you could see a little bit better what these opportunities are, because there are opportunities coming towards you here. Like a new with the Ace of this is financial opportunities showing up, a new job, a new career path, or new roles in your job, maybe a new vocation when it comes to school, studies. There's just this interesting, like, whenever I see the Page of Swords, I always think communication. So maybe it's like you're creating a social media account for yourself that will bring in more money. Maybe you're creating like something, a new marketing campaign. It could be just as simple as that. Like there's just a feeling here of you having to put on different eyes, you know, like, so there's a lot of ideas around you, floating around you, and that's why you have to focus. You're like, you have like, I feel like you have like tons of ideas and tons of like scenarios that you could be doing. I could do this, I could do that, instead of like just like, okay, Cancer, let's come back down to earth. or into the water, right? And like, yes, you do. And your ideas seems to, it feels to me that they're really good. But like, let's find the balance, right? The Justice card, let's find your, like, let's do a little bit of assessing. The Queen of Pentacles is that, like, let's take your finances, see where we can go with that. Let's see how we can, like, projections, how we can forecast, like, some more money to come in. And this is what she is. She's the entrepreneur of the deck. There's just a feeling of you, like, maybe you are opening your own business and you have to sign some contracts. Maybe you have, or you have to, maybe you're getting a raise, like I said. Maybe there's just different opportunities showing up for you, and you're like, they're just asking you to be careful, you know, cross the T's and dot the I's kind of thing in all these contracts that are coming towards you. Like, you've been on a high recently with making, like, good money, and I feel like it's not ending. I feel like there's more I hate to use the same word, but more opportunities coming your way. There's like people dancing here. I just feel like there could be some more events coming your way. You'll be like creative campaigns, creative outlets for you. Just maybe more suppliers, more vendors, more clients. There's just this feeling of people, just ideas though, even ideas. There's a lot of collabs and cooperation and stuff like that happening, and it's just very positive to me, Cancer. It just feels really good. But like when I see the overall energy, is like probably you have a lot on the table, so you need to hone it in and focus on one at a time, kind of thing. And that's where the Justice comes in, right? It's just like find your balance in one area and then move on to the next one, and find your balance, and then, you know what I'm saying, that's that feeling. But move on it, because the Queen of Pentacles is not like she doesn't research and do the work for nothing. There's like a reason for it, right? So save that money, put that money, like invest that money, do what you need to do, but money feels like it's continuously flowing in towards you, Cancer, which is freaking awesome. You are your own magician. You have the creative power, or it doesn't have to be, only have to be creative either. You just have the know-how to allow this money to keep growing and fluctuating in your life. So the only thing they're asking is to, like, don't run away with it, kind of thing, and bring it all in again and focus on each one, each path. Anyways, it's freaking awesome, Cancer, man. These are really good cards. All right. So I'm giving 3 answers to 3 questions. So go ahead and pick your questions while I find your answers. All right. So I'm going to pick rando. I'm going to look at them this time. Okay. Ooh, we got 3 of the same color. So question number 1, the answer is success. Nice. Answer number 2, get more information. Answer number 3, abundance. It's so beautiful. So 3, 2, 1. These are your answers to the questions. I hope these helped you. They're great. And this feels really beautiful to me. Continue this path. Trust in yourself. Trust in your soul. Trust that money will still flow in. Stop putting too much emotions on your finances. That's when they come in with lessons for you. So, like, detach yourself from it and just allow it to float. I love you, Cancer, and I will see you next week. Check your rising and your moon as usual, and do leave a beautiful comment down below, because I will be picking a winner for a free reading next week. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Leo. We got Follow the Moon. So the moon is a feminine energy. The moon is a Pisces energy. Could also be a Cancer energy. The moon is emotions, it's intuition, it's spirituality. We are just coming off a full moon in Pisces, which is very interesting here, on Saturday, September 10th. So we are going to feel the feels for the next few weeks, because it's in the middle of the Mercury in retrograde, and also because we've just come off a 9-9 and a 9-11 portal, and then, you know, there's a 9-19 coming. So there's like a lot of nines, end of chapters, moving into new. The moon is releasing your old energy, releasing some stuck emotions, and moving into this birth of a new. So I feel like some of you are ending things in your life, or maybe you're coming into fruition, you're coming into recognition of who you are, you're seeing things differently. But the moon is going to make you feel the freaking feels on an nth degree. So this is where you're at, and I want to see how this is going to affect you this week. So let's see. We have the Page of Wands, which is you, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Page of Wands is taking a risk, taking a jump, moving to something new. The Page of Wands is something like a Fool card, but it's done very impulsively, but very like passionately. The Five of Swords. The Five of Swords energy. The Five of Swords is an interesting energy, because the Five of Swords is like, he looks like meh, right? He looks like he's pensive. He's like, he's won his battle in this Five of Swords, but yet he may have been deceitful, he may have cheated his way to the win, so he doesn't feel like he deserves the win. So let's see what's going on. Oh, acha, the Nine of Swords. It's like insomnia, it's like anxiety, stress. Temperance card is Sagittarius, which is interesting what comes with this Moon card. The Sagittarius is like the balance of emotions. The Five of Cups. We see the card. It's like seeing the light, cup half full. So we have some heavy energies, Leo, like massive. And the Wheel of Fortune. The 10 card, which is a new beginning. Okay, so we start the reading with like jumping into something, and we end the reading with this is how it's supposed, where you're supposed to be. But in the middle, we have you feeling all the feels. So this Follow the Moon, wow man, is very indicative of how you're going to feel. Like maybe this moon energy is actually coming in and causing you to face things, causing you to look at things in a different way. In this kind of way, it's like a defeatist way. Like I feel like maybe some of you are perhaps in victimization mode, and pity, when I say these words, it's not that I know it could trigger you, but it's not a bad thing, because we're all programmed to feel that way. So if we're in it, that means it's something to pay attention to. It's to step into the awareness of it. And why am I feeling anxious? Why am I feeling depressed? Why don't I see what's really happening here? Because for me, this is the best energies to go through. It's so important that we go through these dark night of the soul energies. We're having to clear this old. We're having to clear this like self-defeatist. We're having to clear this anxiety. We're having to clear these self-sabotaging feelings. There's just a point in your life where I feel you you feel like you've cleared an old energy and it shows up again. So an old fear, like I said this in the intro, some of these symptoms are old fears are showing up. These old judgments are coming up and you're like, oh my God, I thought I dealt with this like a year ago. I thought I dealt with this already. But they're like, no, man, you didn't deal with this. So like, let's look at this again, right? That is what's happening here for you guys. And it's okay. And the fact that the Wheel of Fortune shows up, for me, it feels like, Leo, you have to go through this. You have pushed them aside. You've thought that you've forgiven yourself and you've forgiven others and you've believed that you've released these energies, but the moon has come back and said no. And the moon is like Pisces. It's like sensitivity and heightened intuition, but also feeling. It's like hyper emotions. So you are, Leo, at this very moment in time, the fire sign that you are, having to dip deep inside your soul and clear out that shit that's inside there and forgive yourself. Really truly forgive for accepting that offer that wasn't right for you, for going down that path that wasn't right for you, for picking that relationship that wasn't right for you, for staying in a relationship that wasn't right for you, for staying in that job that you keep getting the signs to leave, you know, or keep holding on to an attachment of or a desire or a wish that is not working out for you, and you keep holding on, you keep attaching to it, and it's like, what are you doing? Why are you attaching? Let it go. And that's where you're at. Maybe that path was the wrong path. Maybe that job was not the right one. Maybe that opening that business wasn't right for you. Maybe, you know, all these maybes. And this is where you're at. And the Temperance card is that mastery stage. Temperance card is you're in that mastery stage where you get to that point where you're like, oh, I see clearly now. But that means that I have to fire her or him. I have to quit my job. I have to leave this. I have to say this to this person. You know, that's like the mastery stage is when you actually become transparent and become honest with yourself and you're open with yourself. And that's why this moon is here for you. Fucking makes sense. Excuse my language. But the Page of Wands is like, you need to jump into that emotion. You need to jump into it right now. If you're feeling financially unstable, let's look into this. Why are you feeling that? Don't you trust the plan? Don't you trust the process? Then let it go. Why are you judging yourself? Why are you judging these other people? Let's put the mirrors up. What are the reflection coming back at you? Why are you staying here? If it's like constant, like you're constantly being condescended to or whatever, right? Why are you staying in that relationship? Why are you staying in this family situation? Why are you thinking, oh, because I don't have enough money? So you don't trust the process. Because God, Creator, Source, Higher Power will always provide for you. They will. It will. The energy will never allow you to stay in something that's uncomfortable, whatever. You go through it, but you trust it and you move on with it. And that's where you're at, Leo. Wow. Because you are actually moving into your destiny, into exactly where you need to be. And you're needing to go through this. As uncomfortable as it may seem, you will love this at the end of it. Because you're like, oh, I finally faced the dragon. I finally faced my fears. I finally faced it. And now I could say goodbye to them. And when they come creeping back, you're ready and you're self-aware and you're like, nope, you're not welcome here anymore, or no, it's not even a thing. What a beautiful energy this is. I know it feels very daunting to see all these cards here, but I feel like it's like a wake-up call for you, Leo. It's a You want to be a master of your domain. You want to be a master. All the masters, Jesus, Buddha, all of them had to go through this. How do you think you become a master? Right? You stand up 7, right? You fall down 8. No, what is that? I think that's what it is, but maybe I'm wrong. There's that one of those Japanese proverbs, right? You might fall, but you always fall down. You fall down. That's where you learn your lesson, is when you fall down. I always say this to people: if we all live these like Pleasantville lives, we would never learn any lessons, and we would be soulless, really, because we're here to learn these lessons so we could get back to our soul. So you're there right now, and whatever it is, stop attaching yourself to a situation, a person, a place, a thing. Stop, step outside of these feelings, these fears, these judgments, these guilt, manipulation, this control. Step outside of them. Say, okay, how do I feel about this? Or not even. Just stop thinking. Just start trusting that the destiny is at play. And you just need to go into your heart and listen to that. Follow your heart. Whew. I feel like a weight is being lifted off Leo. Me being Leo rising as well. Okay, so I'm going to give you 3 answers to 3 questions. So think of those questions, and I will get them to you mucho pronto. So I'm going to pick myself. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So answer number 1. I'm coming in. I'm going to come in fast now. Okay. Answer number 1, perfect timing. Answer number 2, trust. It feels like one question here. Answer number 3, you're ready. I love this. 3, 2, 1. These are your answers, my beautiful Leo. I hope these helped you. And this is like as sad and disempowering this is, it's really empowering. We are all needing to go to the dark night of the soul, and you are going through it this week. And in the full moon in Pisces, you know, you're following the moon, you're like releasing these emotions. That's the only way we get through this. It's the only way we move into the whole. We all need to feel these feels. And you're on the right path. Okay, I hope this helped you. I know this is a little bit general, but it was pretty deep. I love you, Leo. And please check your rising and your moon, and also leave a beautiful comment down below, because next week I'm going to pick a winner for a free reading, because I haven't done that in a while. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Virgo. We have Honor Gaia. I just like looking at these because I see so many different images now, like a bridge, a waterfall, a dragon, a bird with a beautiful tail. So honor Gaia. Honor Gaia is Mother Earth. Honoring Mother Earth is like honoring yourself, because I always say that we are Mother Earth, we are God, we are Creator, we are Source, right? There's this feeling here, perhaps some of you are actually nature lovers. Then do more of that. Go for your walks, go for your hikes, go for your swims, go do camping, go and live in nature if you can. Like go get some spring water. I know that in Montreal there's 2 places you can go get spring water. Go like interact with nature. But also I feel like this is honor yourself. So maybe some of you have been maybe drinking too much, partying too much, like eating too much, you know, and it's okay to have fun, and no one says you can't have fun, but maybe now it's like the time to settle down a little bit and just start to take care of yourself. Start to eat more raw, leafy vegetables, like raw foods, like healthier foods, drink more water. So there's just this feeling of changing a little bit of your lifestyle. For the better, of course. For you, if you want. So happy birthday to any Virgos that are, this is their last week, I believe. So enjoy the festivities. We got the Hermit. Guess who that is? That's the Virgo. I love it. Woo! The Empress, the Taurus, Libra. These are massive cards to get at the beginning. And the Strength, people, Leo. You have 3 major arcanas here. So these are, wow, I can't wait to see what this is. The Hierophant, people. It's Taurus. Okay. Wow, man. The Queen of Cups, quand même. The Queen of Cups is like a Cancer energy. And the King of Swords, which is Aquarius. Okay, people. I can't even express to you. 3 majors and 2 court cards. So these are usually when you see, like, if you look at all these cards, the Empress, the Queen, the King, the Hermit, the Hierophant, it's about people. So like a lot of people in your life. Strength could be about a person, but it could also be like you finding your bravery and your courage to do something. The Hermit, to me, with the Hierophant, is like you honoring Gaia and honoring yourself by starting to lead the way, starting to tap into your higher power, tap into your inner voice, the sage, the wisdom, like the wisdom seeker. He's the Hermit, right? He goes into that cave and he goes to find himself, starts to listen to himself, to go into that cave, Virgo, and to like really listen to your inner voice when it comes to relationship, when it comes to your job, when it comes to whatever situation in your life. I feel like maybe you're not really doing that, and that's why we're here with nature. Because the Hierophant is like the bishop kind of card, but it's like this spiritual seeker as well. He is a wisdom. He is could be schooling, could be education, maybe some of you having to but also could be marriage, by the way. Just saying. But could also be you seeking wisdom. Yeah, like I was gonna say outside of yourself, but the Hermit says it's time to seek wisdom inside of yourself. You're really needing to like listen to yourself, that inner voice. Now the inner voice, I explain this often in my videos, but I'm gonna explain it again, is that voice that says, you say, am I doing the right thing? So you ask that question. Your ego is like, well, I don't know, are you doing the right thing? Are you stressed? Maybe if you do this, or maybe if you do this, you'll be so happy, it'll be amazing. No. There's all these like lots of like descriptive answer. It could be good, it could be bad, by the way. The ego could be like, yeah, it's gonna be amazing, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, you're gonna do this and that. That's not your soul talking. Your soul is, am I doing the right thing? No. That's what it is. Yes. It's a yes or a no. That's it. Or a nothing. You're not going to get an answer because they're like, whatever. It's a whatever. It's like, it's neutral. So that's where, like, I feel here is coming up and you're showing up in your reading. And it's like, and they're both earth signs. It's like you having to get grounded in your inner voice. Some of you are giving way too much power away to others. And you're giving your power away, you know, like you're diminishing your power and allowing others to make decisions for you, to make, like, control you, to make, like, it's like, you know what you need to do. You don't need to go out there. You know, Virgo, you listening? Okay, so in the middle we have the Empress and the Queen of Cups, which is like mother energy, female energy. So like this like could be you coming out here saying like, okay, embrace that feminine energy. Gemini got the embrace the masculine. Here is very feminine your energy, except for the King of Swords, of course. But in this present now moment, you're needing to nurture yourself. Gaia. Like, you can't get more Gaia than the Empress. It's that feeling of luxuriating in your life. Go to that spa, get that massage, eat that food that is like delicious and that's good for you, right? We don't have to go and eat the junk food and drink the drinks like excessively. The Empress doesn't do that. She's not excessive. She enjoys and revels in the food intake and the drink and whatever. But the Queen of Cups as well is that like they love to love. So it's that the nurturing of the queens, of the mothers here. So it could be that you have you are a mother, or you have a close relationship with your mothers, and you almost have to nurture their bond, or maybe you have to nurture the bond with the women in your life. That could be it too, actually. Or some of you are maybe having to step up as moms with your kids. That's something that you only know, but there is a feeling of you, whether you're female or male, by the way, your feminine side is having you to nurture a relationship. I really feel like that's what's happening here. With yourself or with other women in your life. And I'm going to stick to that gender because the Empress and the Queen of Cups is female for me. And it's very empowering over here because I feel like you are being asked to step into your knowing, into your light. And along with it, just also embrace your feminine within you, which is the Queen of Cups is like creating that home, and the Empress too, creating that beautiful home, that beautiful family unit, the friendship bonds that are like unbreakable, like really putting your energy into nurturing that with the unconditional love, but with also the inner knowing that you have, that inner peace of mind. And then the Strength and the King of Swords shows up. With the Strength is like, perhaps some of you have Virgos. It's very common. They hold back, right? You shelter a little bit of your emotions, Virgos, and you're kind of holding back, and you're like, well, I'm not going to give too much of myself to this person, to that person, to this situation, to this thing. I'm going to keep myself at a distance. Like, okay, are you for real? That's what this is. It's like, just go. Give your heart. The King of Swords, give your heart, give your mind. But the King of Swords, I like it because the King of Swords is an Aquarius energy. It's like, it's a jump, go for it, right? Aquarius, it's a Fool card. It's like, what the hell? Just go into it. Like, what are you holding on to? But it's also, be smart about it, right? Like, I hate to say it, but it's a think before you act kind of card. Like, he's a very smart thinker, but I don't believe in the thinking too much anymore. So it's like, I believe more of going into your heart. But the King of Swords energy is like a futuristic thinker. Like, he's thinking of like he knows already what is going to happen, kind of thing. So it's almost like he almost has an inner knowing, right? A strong inner knowing that he doesn't need to actually, like, he's holding this sort of truth very sternly. Like, he's like, I know, because I know. That's Aquarius. If you know any Aquarius, they're like that. So like, and it's just such a beautiful reading, Virgo. It's like you really reconnecting with yourself, and it's really the overall energy is here. Is you reconnecting with yourself in nature, going back to that light that's within you, trusting your plan, trusting God, the higher power, creator, source, the universe, however you want to see it, but trusting that it's within you and it's without you, right? It's all around you, and it's like getting out of your mind, Virgo, because you're very much an overanalyzer. It's like really trusting it. The Empress, like, she really sits on her throne and she just lives her life the way, because she believes that things are just gonna flow. Like, you know, I say, like, trust in the process. You also have to act. You also have to, like, make the moves to get to where you want to be, right? You can't just sit around and say, I trust the process, and not do anything. There's also like some kind of movement happening here, and the movement here for you, I don't know what it is, but you're being asked to make the move, to find that courage and go for it. Jump into whatever this is. Like, open your heart. Stop closing your heart and fear. Like, stop your untrusting of other people. You're like, because of what happened in the past. Remember where we are now. We're moving away from old energy. If you keep holding on to that old energy of not trusting, not believing, not, you know, then you're just staying in that old energy. And you're not honoring Gaia, and you're not honoring yourself, and you're not honoring God, greater source. So it's like, let's move away from this chapter, Virgo. I know it's hard, but you can do it. Go for it. Go with the knowing. Go with the you know that you know. All right. All right. It's really beautiful energy. Like, I can't even express. It feels like empowering. Whereas Leo had like a disempowering energy, which is interesting, but at the same time empowering. But okay. So, pick your 3 questions. I'm going to give you 3 answers. So let's go. Virgo, what do we have for them? All right. 1, 2, and 3. So I got your 3 answers. Answer number 1, abundance. We like. Answer number 2, the situation will improve. Answer number 3, perfect timing. So beautiful, abundance, the situation will improve, and perfect timing. We have a lot of power here, a lot of light being harnessed here for you, Virgo. And you're being asked to make some moves that are not from here, but from here. So honor yourself, my beautifuls. I will see you next week. Check your rising and your moon. And also, if you leave a comment, I'm going to be picking one of your lovely comments next week for a free reading. All right. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Libra. Heed your dreams. This gorgeous card. So we have like fall, winter, summer, spring. Well, we have them all. Then we have this like snake. I don't know, it's just really beautiful imagery. So we have like, for me, heed your dreams, because we're coming off this full moon at Pisces. I feel like a lot of you will be having vivid and lucid dreams, and maybe there's a lot of messaging coming through. But heed your dreams could also be like dreams, like career goals, study goals, relationship goals, perhaps. And it's time to take hold of them. It's time to embrace them. It's time to dive in, kind of thing. So let's just see what is going on with you and which dreams are showing up here. We have the Queen of Inspiration, which is the Aries card. The Sun, which is a Leo. The Two of Cups, which is a Cancer, but it's a soulmate energy. What a beautiful way to start this dream reading. The Six of Swords is moving away from something. Six of Wands is victory. And the Two of Wands. Okay, so right off the bat, we have Wands, 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 Wands energy. We have fire energy, 4 of them. And then you have a water and an air. The Six of Swords. Is that you guys? No, it's not you guys. You're 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is a Aquarius energy. But what am I seeing here? Very interesting that the Sun and the victory cards show up in the middle. So in the past in energy, we have this Queen of Inspiration moving away from something. So some of you could be female, could be male, but there is this like female energy of strength and power and charisma, and some of you might be have your own businesses, but you're walking away from it. You're walking away from a relationship that feels good, that looks good on the outside, kind of thing. You're walking away from something that is, albeit positive on the facade, but you're, some of you have already stepped away from it. Maybe you're thinking about it, or you're moving, like you're also, maybe some of you are having to, you want to move away. Maybe some of you are wanting to move away, and your life is good though, or it could be good. The Queen of Inspiration, it could be you have a good life, you have a good social life, you're a great business, whatever, but there's a part of you that needs to go. And it's all good, right? Maybe that's your dream calling. Maybe that's your, like, your soul is calling you, saying, hey Libra, you're needing to go here, you're needing to be there. Why are you still there? Even though it feels really good. It feels like you're in a great place right now. And you're like, what is this tarot reader talking about? I'm in a happy place. I feel really good where I am. But they're like, the card is saying, well, if you actually make that move that's been calling within you, if you need to leave that relationship, go towards that relationship, leave your home, go to another place, like go, like, you know, it's like there's this, she's on the fingertip here. She has to make the leap. She has to take that risk and go. Because I'm telling you what the risk, this, like, leaving the situation is amazing. Because you got the Sun and the Victory and the Two of Cups here. All these three energies here. It's like you're not listening to your calling, Libra. You're not listening. Your dreams are coming in. They're giving you messages, but you're ignoring them. You're saying, no, I'm really happy where I am right now. So I don't need to listen to it. I don't want. You're resisting the call. This is what I'm getting. Obviously, not every single Libra is this, but this is very in my face here. It feels like you, like the Queen of Wands is a great energy. It's empowering. It's like bright. It's beautiful. But when you have the Six of Swords underneath, that means to me that you're ignoring the call. You've been given messages, whether it's dreams, whether it's through people, whether it's through numbers, whether it's whatever, and you've been like avoiding, you've been resisting, you've been like holding back because you're like, no, I'm good where I am. But this is what's waiting for you. Reward, validation, a sunny place to live in, a beach, a warm location, victory, success, like a leadership role. Your soulmate is waiting for you. Your passion project is waiting for you. Your self-love is waiting for you. Like it's all here. Like definitely, like if ever you wanted to live at a beach or a warm place, this is what it is. It's travel. It's that. It's like, this is like career success. This is love. Like it's all here. It's finding your light. It's here. It's shining the light on your every aspect of your light. And it's the Two of Wands is just making that decision. Again, there's these two cards here on the either end. Is like, this is the hop, and this is you're back at the place where like you're like, no, I don't need to move. And the last card is, yeah, you do. You've been at that crossroads for a long time, and you need to make the move. The Two of Wands energy is the Emperor going to meet the Empress. He gets to the Two of Wands, and he's at the crossroads, and he's like, do I just stay with single for the rest of my life? Because I feel really good. I'm a conqueror. I'm an emperor. I own I overrule like a country. Or do I go and I actually go and meet the love of my life, who will bring something different to me ruling the country? And guess what he does? He goes to meet her. So I'm just letting you know. There's this, like, you have 2-2 here. It's choice. The 19 is the sun. It's 9 plus 1 is 10 is 1 is a new beginning. The 6 energy is harmony. It's cooperation. It's moving into something new. 2022 is 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. So just feeling that this is what's coming up for you this year, and you've been... 6 again, the 6 of voices here. You have 6 and 6s here. Let me leave, like 6 is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 plus 19. So bad, right? 35, 8. 8 is power. 8 is eternal. 8 is strength. 8 is bravery and courage to move into this new thing. Libra, I just feel like if you want to live your life as the routine and the humdrum, and if it looks really good to me, but there is a little part of you inside that knows that you need to make a move. And whether it's a move of a home, a move away from a relationship, whether it's a move towards a new relationship, a friend, or move away from, it's just like a change of path. And I truly feel like a lot of you are watching this know what I'm talking about, and you've just been like, no, I'm good. But if you don't do the change, it will come again and again and again, and you keep learning the lesson over and over again. That's why it's like, heed your dreams. Listen to the messages coming in. Wow. All right, Libra, I got 3 answers to 3 questions, so think of your questions while I shuffle. I'm going to pick these 3 cards randomly. All right. So 1, 2, 3. These are your answers to the questions. Answer number 1, communicate clearly. Very interesting. All right. Number 2, big happy changes. Beautiful. Number 3 is a big fat no. So hopefully these work for you. Communicate clearly, big happy changes, and no are your answers. So this is a very interesting and specific almost reading to some of you Libras. If this didn't resonate, go check your rising and your moon as usual. Also, if you leave a comment below, I'm going to be picking one of you beautiful viewers a free reading for next week. All right, I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Scorpio. We have this beautiful card, Seek Your Destiny. When I see that card, it's interesting because it's all this portal energy, but seek your destiny. I don't know how much I believe in this phrase here, but like, yes, I don't believe that we need to seek our destiny, because it's just already at play, right? There's nothing in a coincidence. Everything is like set out for us already. But perhaps some of you are not trusting in this process and in this plan, and you are constantly creating new paths and new diversions and new detours because you don't really trust what God, creator, source, energy, higher power has in store for you. And that's what probably this is. Seek your destiny and look for that. You can find that strength. You could find your path is there, is ready, is open for you if you just let go of all this thinking, let go of all this anxiety, let go of all this like assumptions, opinions, belief systems, all this. Just let them all go and just be. That's what I do there. But let's see. The moon. We have the moon in Pisces. We're coming off that on September 10th. So we are in this full moon in Pisces energies. Moon is Pisces. So very interesting. Queen of Cups. Another kind of water energy, emotion. The World. Love it. End of a chapter, which is this 9 September energy. Page of Pentacles. It's time to leap into something new when it comes to finances, business, school. Five of Wands, a little bit of a struggle, perhaps with a female in your life, a mother energy. And the Three of Swords. Heartbreak, pain, grief, sorrow. Okay. I see. So the Moon card, the Moon is all about like releasing these old energies, moving into new energies, facing your fears, facing the judgments, facing all these opinions, all these belief systems, looking at them head on, seeing with different eyes, getting a new perspective of things, but actually releasing them from you, right? The Moon in the Page of Materials comes in. This is like an earth sign, which is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and here we have Pisces. So the water and the earth, they're actually really good together because you need water to pour into the earth for growth to happen. So these are like dignitary elements. So it almost feels like they're working in your favor here, Scorpio. You're like having to work a little bit on yourself, work on the more you release, the more you face and overcome and stop like with the mind, with the ego, the more you have to offer to the earth, right? The more you have to energy to put into growth, into a new project, a new relationship, a new school course, something new, Page of Pentacles, a new business opportunity, a new financial investment, perhaps like a new home to buy, a new something. Like there's this feeling here of the only way we can get to that, Scorpio, is that if you start to actually do the work. And we know we've been doing the work for a long time, Scorpions, but you can't get there without this release. That's how I'm seeing it. And you might have, and right away the Queen of Cups is like a mother energy, and the Five of Inspiration is struggle, competition, whatever. Right away I feel like you have like a stumbling block here. And it could be a female, a friend, a family member, like a mother, a sister, an aunt, a grandmother. It could be a colleague, or a boss. It could just be someone overbearing. Like the Queen of Cups energy is a loving energy, but they could be very helicopter. They could be very controlling emotionally. And I feel like you're struggling with that. And I don't think it's you. I don't feel like it's you at all. I feel like it is someone definitely in your life. And it does feel like a female. So, and then we see the World and Three of Swords. Now, at first when you see the Three of Swords, I'm always like, oh my God, the Three of Swords is the final future card. But I kind of like it here a lot. Bear with me here. For me, the World card is an end of a chapter, beginning of something new. It's like traveling. It's like moving somewhere completely new. I feel like, Scorpio, you're in a process right now of actually going through a little bit of a dark night of the soul. You're actually going through like facing some really heavy stuff. You're releasing some really heavy stuff to move into something new. And there's a resistance here from a female in your life, like we said before, and they're like almost, they could be consciously resisting you and they could be unconsciously resisting you. But you're like, Scorpio, you're like, no one's stopping me from moving on to the next chapter. No one. You are, I feel it in my bones here that you are ready to make that move. Are you moving across the country? Are you moving outside, like across the ocean? Are you moving down the street? Maybe. Are you moving into a new relationship? Are you moving into a new job? Are you creating a new project? You know, it's something like this. You are leaving behind an old you, an old job, an old this, an old that, an old friendship, an old this, whatever. And your sights are there. The Three of Swords is that energy of people around you will grieve this decision. They will feel sad about it. They will not handle it well, and hence the resistance here. You might feel bad, like a little bit sad about it, making this move. There might be a part of you that is also resisting your change, but you know that you need to do it, and you need to pull through this. And regardless of if the others are feeling like this, it's not your problem, really. It's like you need to make this move. This is where destiny is calling you. It's time to listen, to spread those wings and fly, my beautiful Scorpions. You need to stop holding on to these like victims around you, these pity people are like, no, you can't, the guilt, oh my god, what I sacrificed so much for you, like this is the kind of person I feel that's holding you back from making this next move. There could be some of you that maybe have lost someone, that someone has died in your life, someone has passed on to the other side physically, right, because they're still here energetically, and this is a perfect time for you to go. There is an ending here for you, and this is the beginning. The ending is like heavy. The ending is like leaving behind somebody. It's like you feeling like sad about it, but knowing that the next step is necessary in your life, my beautiful Scorpions. So it's time to go through that portal. It's time. Regardless of this pain and this sorrow that is there, you have the power and the light to move past this. I don't know who needs to hear this, Scorpions, but one of you, many of you, but you have some obstacles that are keeping you here. Your mother, the grandmother, like a female that's holding you kind of down from making a decision or making a move to where you've wanting to go, and you keep like holding back and not doing it, and you keep like ruminating in these emotions all the time, and the spirit is always like, come on, let's make this move, regardless of how they feel and regardless of how you may feel like momentarily sad, but you need to make the move. Just go. Listen to your freaking calling, Scorpio. It doesn't come once, it comes many times, but continue listening to it, because the more you shut it down, the more you take the detours, the longer it takes to get there. Wow, I love this reading. All right, Scorpio. So I'm going to give you 3 answers to 3 questions. Let's get this going here. So try thinking of your 3 questions. If you haven't thought about them, by the time I get to the answers, then you pause it and you wait. So 3 answers. So we got 1, I'm going to pick randomly, we got 2, and we got 3. Answer number 1. I'm coming in. Within the next few weeks. Answer number 2. Choose a new direction. Answer number 3. Look for a sign. That could be a dream, that could be a number, it could be someone saying something to you, you're like, yo, what are you saying? It could be that. So within the next few weeks, choose a new direction, look for a sign. These are your answers to those beautiful questions you have. Again, we understand what's going on here, right? So check in with yourself and check in with your heart to see where your next step is, but it's really calling you very strongly, and it's time to follow through. Check your rising and your moon if this didn't resonate. Also, please leave a comment, because I'm going to be picking a lovely viewer for a reading, a free reading next week. Okay? I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful... Ooh. That was hard. Okay. Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. We got time to reflect. So, like in Instagram, I was noticing so many different versions of this. But there was the narcissist version, where it's like the god narcissist, where he sees his reflection in the water and he thinks everything's about himself, kind of thing. But there's also the mirror imagery of like everybody's a mirror, right? Everyone's a reflection of you. And there's also this moment that you need to take some time to reflect on what is happening in your life. I feel like some of you Sagittarius have gone through like a massive change or shift in your life. You've moved home, you've closed the shop, you've opened the shop, you've closed the relationship, opened the relationship. You've like, it's like a massive shift has happened in your life. But at the same time, instead of like jumping into it, the card is like, okay, now that this shift has happened, let's take a moment here to reflect on what is the next move. Let's take a moment to reflect on what, like, the decisions you've made with the people you've made these decisions with. Let's like put them up as the mirror and see why it is that you're in this relationship, why you have chosen to move here, why, you know. Let's look at things with different eyes. I kind of like this a lot. So let's see what's in it for you. The Seven of Cups. Options. We got lots of options. I don't know, he's holding a skull, but anyways, with a angry dragon. Like, I don't understand this. Okay. The Three of Pentacles. Interesting. The Six of Cups. Someone coming in from your childhood, someone coming in from your past, maybe a past life relationship. The Two of Wands. Two of Wands is that crossroads where you have to make a decision. The High Priestess, which is the cover of the deck. And the Three of Cups. So we got a Three of Pentacles and a Three of Cups showing up here. Threes is collaboration, is cooperation, is coming together. And here we have this time to reflect. I almost feel like the Seven of Cups, maybe you were given like so many options so many times. You were given so many paths to take in your life, so many routes to take, and you were always like, I'm not sure, I'm not sure, I'm not sure, right? And now and then you were finally like, interesting. Because the Two of Wands is being at that crossroads in your life where you're having to choose that path. But here with the time to reflect, I feel like you've already made that choice. So in the past, you've had many paths, you've had many choices, you've had many like options to choose from, and you've chosen. Because the Two of Wands is also like you're at a crossroads. Like I think I described this, I don't know who I described it to, one of the signs. The Two of Wands energy is the Emperor who gets to a crossroads and he has to make a decision. Do I continue ruling the land as a single man, you know, do I stay like that, or do I go and I marry the Empress and she can help me rule the land, or do I do it on my own, kind of thing, or do I go with someone else? And that's that feeling here. You've had, like, maybe some of you had so many times to make a decision and you held off because of other situation, because of other people, or maybe you were given many different options like to choose from, and you are at that crossroads where you made a decision. That's what it is. It's very plain and simple here. This is a past energy. In the present energy, you've chosen to with the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a funny energy because the High Priestess could be this like very intuitive energy. You chose your inner knowing, but it also could be like a clouded vision of like you made a decision not based on your heart, and you made a decision more on what you feel was right. Anyways, but I mean, it's a good thing. High Priestess is a good thing too, but I feel like you could have maybe clouded your decision making because you, like, this in your mind, you were like, this is right, this is what I need to do, kind of thing. But the Three of Pentacles is like coming together. Could be a family unit, like 2 other people. You have 3 children perhaps, or you have 3, you made a move, and maybe you're collaborating with other people. You're going into business with 2 other people. It doesn't have to be 2, but it's that idea of maybe your options open, and now you're considering moving into a new relationship. You're considering moving into a new family, considering you moving in, you know, like something that requires teamwork, something that requires that. It's interesting because the High Priestess again is that single woman who doesn't want family, like, who doesn't want to collaborate with anyone because she knows what she can do things on her own. So that's why I find these 2 are a bit like opposing to me. But maybe that's why we have a time to reflect here. Right? Do you really need to be in business? Do you really need to be in that relationship? Or do you need to be alone? Do you really need to go in a partnership? Maybe you need to do something alone. There's that feeling here. Maybe you're in that kind of limbo here, Sagittarius, and that's why you need a time to reflect, to see, like, do I choose the group, or do I choose to be, like, on my own, independent? Either way, I don't see either way as a bad thing. I just feel like it's like a personal decision that has to be made on you, and it's almost you're having to do this work. You're having to reflect on that. You have to look at everything and look at everything in front of you, and like, do I need to be in this partnership? Do I need to be in this romantic relationship? Do I need to be in this work group, this study group, you know, like all this, or can I just do it all on my own and stand on my own? I'm actually going to pull out cards for this because I find it interesting, and I'm going to just from this. Three of Pentacles. Give me a card for the Three of Pentacles. The choice of being in a unit, a team, please. For Sagittarius. This one? Okay. And being that single woman or man, whatever. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Three of Pentacles. Oh my god. Okay, this is so funny. The Three of Pentacles, like, you know, this unit, and look what shows up as the thing is the High Priestess. And the High Priestess, which I'm trying to make a decision, is the Queen of Pentacles. So it's also a Pentacle energy showing up here. But I like here right away I see it's like the High Priestess and the Queen of Pentacles is like, if you're going into business, I would say go alone. Do it on your own. If you want to be a coach, you want to be a consultant, you want to be whatever, then I think it's something that feels good to me on your own. You want to open a pizza business, you want to open a restaurant, you want to, whatever it is, there's that feeling of that coming through. Because the Three of Pentacles is showing to me the High Priestess, which is like just a, like some of you who are thinking of coming together with a partnership, it's like really think about it, really ask yourself and do that reflection work and really ask inside the knowing. Because if the High Priestess is showing up again, to me it feels like you're needing to do some alone time. for the moment in your decision making. And all the decisions that you're making, you don't need to have your partner, you don't need to have a friend or a family member to help you through this. You can do this on your own. That's what I'm getting. Okay, that makes sense now. Okay, fine. Thank you. I feel like there is a part of you that would like to rely on someone else, but in this case, it's no. Your high priestess is actually coming up and saying, just make sure that it's the right, you're doing it for the right reason, and you're not doing it for your ego, right? You're doing it because it's like really inside. It's not for a facade. Because the Six of Cups shows up, and the Six of Cups to me is like someone from your childhood, someone from your past is coming up to help you through this decision making, to help you with this. And the Three of Cups could be like, again, 3 children, or a family unit, or you entering into a, could be friends, could be also, there's this feeling of friendship here, this feeling of union as well. Such an interesting reading, this reading. But with the High Priestess coming twice in this reading, I almost feel like you're, like, I feel like there's you having made a choice to move into this transitional phase, has caused a little bit of doubt within you. Did I make the right choice? Am I doing the right choice? Did I like this? And that's why these Three of Pentacles and Three of Cups energies are showing up. And it's like, I need to, do I need to talk to my friends? Do I need to talk to people, my my coaches, my teachers, all these, like, you're seeking answers outside of you. And really, you don't need to do that with the Queen of Pentacles as well. You have all the answers within you. Just make sure that it's, like I said, it's not coming from an ego place, and it's coming from a heart place. Because the High Priestess can have that kind of sneaky knowingness, right? Like, I know, she thinks she's all that, right? She could have that feeling. So just, what a beautiful, like, time to, after this full moon in Pisces, to reflect on your decision making, reflect on your choices that you've made. You don't need to go and ask for help from everybody. You might get some messaging from your higher self or your soul from a past lifetime kind of thing, or you might have some help from someone in your past, but not a lifetime, but in this lifetime. So it could be an ex, or it could be a friend that just shows up again and it's like, hey, good for you for making this decision, or maybe have you thought about this kind of thing, that opens you up to some other kind of thinking. You will be socializing a little bit more. You'll be going out. You'll be doing more with the Three of the Pentacles and Three of Cups, probably a lot more getting together with people to discuss things, getting together to do things. But I feel like your decision making is done as a 1, not as a 2 or 3, if you understand what I'm saying. That's what's coming out of this. Okay. Oh wow, okay. I hope I made myself clear here. So just trust in your knowing, and make sure it's not coming from this, and it's coming from this. And do go out and socialize, and do go out and seek a wisdom outside of you, or like teachings, but don't, it's you who knows. You can hear what everyone else has to say, whatever, but it's really you. That's where the reflection is coming here from. All right, Sagittarius, I hope that you understood this. All right. I love you. I'm going to give you 3 answers to 3 questions. So think of these 3 questions, please. I'm going to pick out these questions, these answers. All right, so answer number 1, number 2, number 3. So if you haven't thought of these questions, pause because I'm coming in. Right. Question number 1. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. So crazy. Answer number 2. Take action. Answer number 3. Reconsider. So listen to your intuition, take action, and reconsider. All right, Sagittarius. Sometimes they're interesting and sometimes they're crazy. So I hope that this resonated. If it didn't, you can check your rising and your moon. Also, please leave a comment because I'm going to be picking a viewer for a free reading next week. I love you and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Capricorn. We got need and necessity. So I'm looking at this card closely and I see the light and the dark, the yin and the yang. This bird that has like dark feathers, bird that has white feathers. Like it's a card of duality, right? Of 2 opposing things. So light, dark, right, wrong, good, bad. And this is basically the world that we live in. We live in a polarized world where our sight can only see that, like destruction, creation. Like everything is like heaven and hell kind of thing. We always see things in 2s, black, white. But this card is like saying that Mother Gaia, or like Mother Nature, doesn't see creation and destruction as a separate. She sees them as one and the same. So we need to destroy and collapse the earth for it to be created anew. We need to see the light, we need to see the dark. We need to be in the dark to see the light, right? So you need to like overcome your fears and your judgments of yourself so that you could see the lighter side of you. So this is coming in here saying like, how are you like living your life? How are you living in a polarized state that we're like, well, my boss yelled at me so he hates me, you know, like these like very rational way of looking at things, right? Instead of actually saying, well, my boss just yelled at me, so why? Like reflect on it. Why is he yelling at me? Maybe I'm mirroring something back to him and maybe I need to understand something else, right? Maybe I just need to ask my soul, is my boss upset at me really? No, right? That's all you need. The yes, the no, the definitive answer of the soul answer as opposed to the ego answer. Hello, my beautiful Capricorn. So as you can see, I'm wearing my sweatshirt because I was in the process of editing your video and your video was not there anymore. It completely disappeared. It was very strange. So I didn't even know what the cards were. I had to re-pull cards. So we're doing this again. But I got confirmation that these are the right cards. So this was your thing. That's what I was talking to you about this. So need and necessity. The intro of this is still there, so we don't have to go over this again. It's so interesting. So let's just keep this here and look at your cards. So we got the Knight of Cups, which is a Pisces energy. See this here? Yeah. The Ten of Wands, which is the Sagittarius energy. But right away, when you see the Knight of Cups coming in, that's love coming in. Interesting. The Four of Swords energy. The Tower card showing up on the Knight of Cups, under the Knight of Cups, the Star card, it's Aquarius energy, so, and the Ace of Cups. Okay, so we have the Tower, which is a Mars Scorpio energy. So we have a lot of cups energy here, cups, wands, swords, and swords energy. The fact that the Knight of Cups comes here with this the Tower underneath is very interesting to me, because the Knight of Cups is this usually it's someone coming in to declare love to you, someone coming in, like this is the night, the most romantic night of the nights. He's offering a cup of love to you, he's offering a cup of romance to you, he's offering a part of himself or herself, however you are, whoever's watching this. But the Tower is here, so it comes with a little bit of chaos, it comes with a little bit of upheaval. So is this love coming in from a married person? Is this love coming in with a person, with a partner? Like, that is a thing. Is this love coming in as a single man and you're partnered and you're in a relationship? You know, there's this feeling here of like a bit of a disruption. But obviously it's not only that. There's a feeling of someone even coming in to declare his love or her love to you, and you're not ready for it. You're not in the right place for it. Could be like someone cheating, someone lying, right? It's this romantic thing, but then there's this chaos, disruption. So something very interesting to pay attention to, Capricorn. Or there is like or like there could be a marriage proposal that is like done in a very odd place, and then everybody's be like, what? Or I don't know, it just feels very interesting to me. And this Knight of Cups is facing the Ten of Wands, which is this heavy burden. It's almost like this proposal, this declaration of love is going to cause a little bit of like weightiness on you. It's going to cause a little bit of it's going to be a little bit stressful, even though love should be not so stressful. But I feel here it's going to be like, you're going to be like, what the F am I doing, right? Why am I in this situation? Because the Star shows up underneath the Ten of Wands, which is an Aquarius energy, but the Star is a healing energy. So it's almost kind of interesting, because the more I look at these energies here, I feel like the Knight of Cups is this like declaration of love coming towards you, but it also could be self-love. It could also be you saying, you know what, I'm working too hard, I'm studying too hard, I'm exhausted, I'm like finished, my energy is low. Like this is that Tower energy card. Like, I'm done with carrying everybody else's problems on my shoulders, my families, my colleagues, everybody. And you're like, I need to find healing. I need to go to a spa. I need to, which is interesting. I need the Four of Swords. I need to go to a spa. I need to go to a retreat, take a weekend off. I need to take time off. I can't do this anymore. There's a feeling here coming in like that. That is the self-love portion of this. But then there's that part, that person who does come to declare their love, and maybe you're married or they're married, or it's a very uncomfortable situation. And the Ten of Wands might feel like it's like weighty at the time, but it almost feels like it's the right thing to do. With the Star and the Four of Swords, it'll give you peace of mind. I know it's very strange to say that, because in anything that's disruptive and chaotic, like how do you find peace of mind in that? But I'm almost feeling that you are going to find it, because Ace of Cups is new love. It's a celebration of love. It's like marriage, children, but it's also just celebration of love. We have new love showing up at the beginning, and at the end there's like you saying yes to it. You saying, okay, I'm in. Even though there was a lot of stress and chaos, even though it was heavy to carry, but it was the most healing thing that you could do for yourself. You almost needed to go through that chaos. You almost need to go through that fight. Maybe you're in a relationship now and you have to fight with your partner. You have to like communicate, and your communication is at nil maybe, and you have to bring up past old fears, old like judgments. These things have to come up for you guys to heal and to enter into a path of like celebration and love. So there's a lot of scenarios happening here. There could be like disruption that is good for you. There's like you coming out of your shell, you realizing that you need to love yourself first and foremost, and that's the only way to heal, and that's the only way for you to find your next opportunity, next like the Ace of Cups is to honor your soul, right? That's what we're talking about. We need to honor our soul here. A lot of you carrying on the burdens of other people. You're carrying on other people's you're attaching to other people's energies around you, and hence is why this Tower card keeps showing up here for you. It's like, do you really want to be like, or do you really need this extra energy on you? Do you really need to weigh yourself down with other people's problems, with other people's issues, their opinions, their, you know, their belief systems, all the stuff, their ways of doing things? It's not up to you to be carrying this, Capricorn. But there's a part of you that maybe it's the best thing that you do carry this, because it wakes you up to like, you know, I don't need this, or I understand that I was in the wrong relationship, or I understand that I have to go through the chaos of this life to realize that this is my healing. So like a lot of us have this karma that's ending for us this year, this lifetime, and to get to the end of karma, we have to go through a little bit of dealing with our deepest, darkest fears and insecurities and all this. So that's a lot that's coming up for you, I feel, Capricorn. There could also be like someone coming to declare love to you, and you're just like not ready because you haven't really dealt with yourself yet, and you're still carrying around the weight of the world on your back, and it's like you need to do this journey for yourself, to heal yourself along the way, to then find this love. You don't get like, I hope you understand what I'm saying. There's this, like, there's a lot of scenarios here. That's why general reading, sometimes I have to go into 1,000 scenarios because I don't have you in front of me telling me what the issue is. But there's this feeling that regardless of the weightiness of the energies here, regardless of the chaos that's here, love will prevail. That's the idea here, that you are on this healing journey, and the only way we can be on this healing journey is if we go through this first. Everything has to come up. Everything has to come to the surface. That's the only way we clear the energy. That's the only way we clear the old. And you're in this process of this. So love yourself, Capricorn. Continuously accept any love that's coming towards you, even though it's like out of nowhere. But also I just feel like you need to continuously love yourself, and to accept that yes, you may be confronted with ugly energies. And yes, you may be confronted with like heavy energies, but it's part of how you clear them. It's part of how you will release this. It's like the necessity for you. This is how you move into this new chapter of your life. It's how you move into this new chapter of love. You cannot get there if you do not do the work, in whatever case scenario this is for you. Interesting. So like everybody else, I gave them angel answer cards. So I will give them to you too. So think of 3 questions, please, and I'll give you 3 answers. Okay. So I will take 3 of them. 3. So question number 1, question number 2, question number 3. So answer, if you haven't thought of all the questions, pause and come back, because I'm coming in with the answers. Answer number 1, reconsider. Answer number 2, to no. Answer number 3, communicate clearly. So reconsider, no, communicate clearly. All right, my beautiful Capricorns. So again, thank you for this is so interesting. But there is love coming towards you. If you're single, if you're in a partnership, there might be love as well coming towards you, but it's out of nowhere. That's the chaos that's underneath. If you are, whether you're single or partnered, there is this feeling of self-love that needs to take place, because you are weighing yourself down with too many projects, too many issues, too many problems of other people as well. And all of these scenarios, as you said it, is you on your healing journey. So if you can take some time off to go to a retreat, go to a spa for 2 days, go drive in the mountains, go for a road trip or something, just whatever is healing to you, go to the beach, whatever it is. It's the best thing you can do, because the Ace of Cups means that in doing all that is like new love can come in, like amazing self-love can grow and flourish, like you're ready for new opportunities. When it comes to, it doesn't always have to be about love, the Ace of Cups, but it's like you're ready for the next step, the next chapter. All right, Capricorn, I love you. Thank you for this. And hopefully this works. So I will see you next week. Check your rising and your moon. Also, please leave a comment, a good one, please. And you can have a chance to win a free reading from me next week. All right? I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Aquarius. We got See the Truth. This beautiful owl here is our bird of wisdom and of truth, right? He sees the light in the dark, right? He sees things in the dark, so you cannot lie to the owl kind of thing. So that's that feeling here, is like some of you are being asked to perhaps there are people around you that are deceiving you or dishonest with you or lying to you, or their action and their words don't match up. Perhaps there is that kind of feeling around you, whether it's at work, whether it's at play, whether it's like in your family or friends, whatever. There's just this, it's coming here for a reason. So I feel like some of you are being asked to kind of open your eyes and see past people. Like if you're feeling something not right with a person, with a situation, then this is the message this week, is to pay attention. So, oh, sorry, I left this card, Capricorn. So let's see what's going on with you here. 6 of Wands, we got Victory card, leadership role. The 8 of Cups is walking away from something that's no longer serving you. The 5 of Pentacles in reverse. The 5 of Pentacles, like poverty mindset, lack, financial lack. Sorry about this. But in reverse, you're saying goodbye to it. So that's a good thing. The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is our, like, you're restraining yourself under the Six of Wands. So very interesting. The Judgment card is the Scorpio card. The Pluto card of destruction. Destroy your planet. Aha moment, moving into something completely new, which makes sense under the Eight of Cups. And the King of Wands is a Leo, which is your opposite sign. The Eight of Swords, is Gemini. Okay. The Six of Wands. Okay, I see right away something, so I'm going to run with it. The Six of Wands to me is this feeling of accomplishment for you. Some of you may have gotten a raise, a promotion. Maybe some of you have gotten the courses that you want. Maybe some of you have, like, you're like in a really good place in your life. You have a really good relationship. You have good something happening that's amazing. You're validated, you're rewarded, you're successful. But the Eight of Swords is here. So it's that feeling of everything is great for you, but yet there's this feeling of angst inside you. You're feeling like you're like expecting something to go wrong. You're like, oh, this is silly. Why is everything going right for me? You're doubting yourself. You're sabotaging yourself. You're not trusting the process. You're waiting for something to happen, almost like you're attracting it to come to you. It's very interesting to me, Aquarius. It could also feel like there's someone around you that is like putting you down, like not making you feel accomplished, not making you feel like you deserve this accolades, you deserve this recognition, you deserve to lead the way. They're almost like around you, and that's to see the truth. Like, who is making you feel this way, Aquarius? If it's you that's making you feel this way, then hello. And if it's someone else, then okay. Let's look and I'm not a big fan of analyzing too much, but let's call into our hearts and say, okay, is this person worthy to hang around with me? Yes, no. That's the answer from the soul. Because there's a feeling here you're needing to walk away from something that's not doing you any justice. So either you're needing to walk away from your self-sabotage, your victimization, you're putting yourself there because you don't feel worthy enough of this success in your life, or there's someone around you that you need to like break away from. Because the Eight of Cups energy is that. It's like everything is great in your life. Everything's like all lined up in your life, but yeah, you have that, you need to go. You need to move. You need to get away from something. You need to change the direction. And it's because and in doing that change, you're gonna get that aha moment, like, oh, okay, this is what I was supposed to do, but yet I've been taking these detours and like deviations because I'm not really listening to my heart. I'm like following the way it should be. I'm following the rules. I'm following how we're supposed to be in a relationship, how we're supposed to be in a job, how supposed to be. I should have a good job by now because I'm this age. I should be this. I should, like, all the shoulds. I should be living here because it's stupid if I live in Greece. I should be like, something like this. And yet your aha moment comes and it's like, are you afraid to do this next move because you're afraid of financial like abundance, of not having finances? Are you afraid because you're just living in low self-worth and low self-esteem? You're kind of bringing this on yourself, right? With this reverse of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. It's like, let it go. Don't attach to these emotions. Don't attach to these, don't attach to failure. Don't attach to, well, I can't, I should, these kinds of energies. Look at the truth. look at, it's really easy. Look at the actions around you, the people around you. How are they acting towards you? Are they acting in a loving way? Are they acting in a selfish way? Are they acting in a helpful way? Or are they acting in a condescending way, right? You have to look at these things. We have to, like, it's not analyzing, but just asking right away, even to the soul, about what's going on here. Because some of you are almost not allowing money to flow in, because you are allowing these people to continuously control and lie to you. There's that part of that. But there's a part of you that is like, I feel like when you have that aha moment, there's going to be a moment, Aquarius, you're going to like be like, oh, what the F am I doing here, right? And you're going to go. So that's why I'm like, be careful. If there's someone around you holding you down, then you got to like walk away from this. And that's when the aha comes in. And then you have to unattach yourself to the fact that perhaps you're holding on because it's financially, it's the way to do the things. Maybe you're holding on to this job because you're making a lot of money, but you're not finding any like oomph from it. Maybe you're holding on to this relationship. You know, like there's always reasons. Well, there shouldn't be any reason why you're holding on to anything. You should not. You should just be. And the King of Wands energy is like just be energy, right? It's a Leo. It's a Leo energy. He shows up from the beginning and he shows up at the end. He shows up as the victor, and then he shows up as like he's sitting on the horse. He's just won the battle. He's trotting and he's being that proud Leo that he is. And now at the end of your reading, the King of Wands is sitting on his throne, not on a horse, very comfortably sitting with his wand, saying, I got this. I got what I wanted. I had to go through a little bit of obstacles. I had to leave behind people that were not worthy of me, people who were just bringing me down, situations that were bringing me down, jobs, work, whatever, family, friends, whatever. But in doing that, I realized, the King of Wands talking, in doing that, I realized that I broke free. I broke free from judgment. I broke free from my fears. I broke free from all that thought process. And now I'm here and I'm loving my life. I'm living my best life. I broke free from my attachment to money, finances, and the future and the stability and the how am I going to be stable. When we attach to things, they in turn come as lessons to us, and it's an ongoing process of learning. Instead of just detaching and not putting emotion to finances and to the job and to this and to that, we put emotions to something and we have to continually learn the lesson. But if we detach the emotion and just whatever it is, it is. Okay, you want me to do this project at work? Hello, soul, should I do it? No, I'm sorry, I can't do it. Like, that's how we're needing to live our lives. This is what it means to see the truth. So they're asking you to like step into your King of Wands and Six of Wands energy, to your opposite sign, which is the Leo energy, which is that pompous little energy that gets the shit done and does it with gusto. And it's enough with attaching to like lower vibrational energies, attaching to people, places, things that are not serving you. Emotions as well. We don't need, we are like a race that we attach to emotions. Whether they're happy, they're sad, they're depressing, they're whatever. The moment we detach from the emotion is the moment that we come into our soul. All right, so I hope this helps you. Again, if it doesn't resonate, you go and check your rising and your moon. I'm going to give you 3 answers to 3 questions. So come up with 3 questions while I am shuffling. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So if you haven't come up with these questions, I'm coming in, so pause the video. Answer number 1, peaceful resolution. Answer number 2, yes. Answer number 3, opportunity coming your way, abundance. I love it. So number 1, peaceful resolution. So coming together and like finding peace with whatever it is that you made this decision on. Number 2 is a yes, and number 3 is opportunity. So it's really beautiful energies here. Like I'm telling everybody else, if you want, leave a comment down below, a nice one, please. And I will pick you for a free reading next week. All right, I love you guys and have a beautiful week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Pisces. We got Know You Belong. This card comes because obviously it's a cat with like dragon wings. So it's a different cat, unique. I kind of actually like this now that I'm thinking about it, because I don't know if I've ever talked about this in an intro, but I will be, and about sameness and being the same like everyone else is exactly how you live in, like that's how the matrix works. Everyone wants to be the same, wants to look like her, wants to look like him, wants to eat this, wants to do this, you know, like everything that's famous on TikTok, they want to do kind of thing. But this is not that. This is you being completely unique and different and being okay with that. So I feel like some Pisces out there are like, I don't want to conform to a way of doing things. I want to be me, unique the way it is. And it's like, please do not change who you are for other people. Please do not change you are because this and this so person wants you to be this way, wants you to be a leader at work, but you're not that, wants you to be a more open, but you're not. You know what I'm saying? This is a feeling of just finding your own uniqueness and staying that way. Oh, I kind of like this actually. All right, Pisces, with the full moon in Pisces already underway, you must be feeling the feels. 7 of Cups is emotions. No, it's not emotions. It's 7 of emotions. It's options. It's choices. It's daydreaming. It's like different routes available to you. The Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. Knight of Wands is always an interesting energy. It's very impulsive, spontaneous. Hierophant is a Taurus energy, secure, stable, so very interesting. There are two together here. The 10 of Wands, another Sagittarius energy. The 4 of Swords. Wow, look at these like juxtaposition of these cards. And the Fool. Okay. We have the 7 of emotion and the 10 of wands. So 7 emotions, like I said, is all these options in front of you. A lot of you have choices to make. I mean, it's not even that you have choices to make. There's just so many different routes to take in your life. Like, do I stay at work? Do I leave work? Do I start a new course? Do I, like, you know, like there's just a lot of interesting choices coming to you, right? It's showing up in your face, and you're like, the 10 of wands is usually like this heavy burden, right? There's like there's too many choices. Almost you're almost feeling like, oh my god, how do I make a choice? Like I'm being confronted with 10 different ways of doing something, or 7 different ways of doing something, and I'm not sure how to pick it. Or do I just pick them all? Or do I just, you know what I'm saying? It's that's where you're at here. I feel like that. So I don't know in what area of your life it's like you're feeling like this need to make a decisive decisions. Like you're really needing to hone in on something, but no, yet you belong. But you're the knight of you're the Knight of Wands in this moment, which is this like very charming character, this like spontaneous, like I said, and just decides things on the whim, decides things like, you know what, I feel like just riding in the wind. Oh yes, my mane is on fire, but I'm okay with that. Like It's like a very fiery, powerful energy. And then underneath is a Four of Swords, which is a relaxing energy. So that's why it's so interesting, these cards. But that is this beauty of this, know you belong. So sometimes, Pisces, as the emotional, sensitive sign that you are, you come into work or you come into school or you go into the house and you're like a fiery, like, stallion, and you're ready to roar and you're ready to lead the way. And there's moments where you're like, I'm just chilling like a villain. I'm just gonna stay back and I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna lock myself in my office. I'm gonna lock myself in my room and study. So there's this like almost Gemini version of you showing up this week. I kind of like that, actually. There also could be someone coming in. Like if you're single, it could be some fling that's coming in that's actually going to relax you. It's actually gonna give you like peace of mind. There's also that. Something like an exciting turn of events that's gonna, you're gonna impulsively make a decision, which will result in like, okay, I did good. You know, there's that. That's what I'm feeling here. You're feeling like people are gonna look at you like, yo, what is up with you? Like you're one moment you're like, yeah, let's go party, let's go to Paris for the weekend, and the next moment you're like, I'm just gonna like hole myself up in my room and just be chill. That's that kind of energy here that's showing up this week. And will make sense with full moon in the Pisces, and full moon and like any full moons, you're releasing all this old energies, and here you are like letting go of judgment, letting go of like what people think about you. You're not caring. You're just doing you. And then the Hierophant energy is like, maybe some of you are going to go impulsively get married, because this is the Bishop card. Or maybe some of you impulsively are going to go to a spiritual retreat, because the Fool card is here. And it's like, yeah, whatever this is, whatever you're feeling, if you feel like you need to change your course, change your studies, change your line of work, like jump onto a new path, the Fool is like, yeah, let's do this. So that's where we're at, Pisces. And I kind of like this erratic energy here that's showing up, because it's like too many times you're comfortable in the way you do things because you are so sensitive, so you don't want to rustle the feathers and too much. But here we are, like, it's almost like Spirit is like, okay, Pisces, okay, fish, I'm giving you a whole bunch of different routes to take in the river. Which one are you going to take? Some will feel heavy, some will feel light, some will feel relaxing, some will feel like knowledgeable, like, you know, there's so many different ones. What are you taking? So you're like, I don't know, right? And this like dragon cat is like, just do you, Pisces, do whatever you feel like it. But Aquarius shows up and is like, yeah, man, just jump, take the risk, do whatever you're feeling in your heart at that moment. So anyone who knows a Pisces, maybe in the next few weeks, they're going to be like, what is going on with the Pisces here? They might just jump into things. They might make impulsive decisions. Let's go to like Gaspé. Let's go to France. Let's go to, you know, anything like this. Very, I booked a trip in December for the la la la. And you're like, okay, you know, to go to relax in a spa. I'm doing a spiritual retreat where I'm not going to talk for a week, you know? This is what's happening for you guys, Pisces. You're doing this, but I'm talking to the people who are watching this who have mates or partners that are Pisces. Watch out. This is coming out here. But I feel like you're being encouraged to really go with the flow, like go with the impulsive action that's being called. Just go with the call. Know that you belong anyways, right? we need you as weird as possible. We need you not to follow the rules. This is almost like a this is almost like something that you're being granted, this like wish kind of thing. Just go for it. Trust the process and jump and do and relax and learn and socialize and whatever it is you want, but do it. That's that feeling. And I feel like you're going to be offered a lot of chances to, you're going to be given a lot of different opportunities, and take them. I don't know if this resonates with you, but I really like this energy for you guys. So Pisces, if this didn't resonate, you take it or you leave it. No, you go and you get, oh my God, I can't speak. Okay. If this didn't resonate, then check your rising and your sun. No. If this didn't resonate, check your rising and your moon. Wow, man, I can't speak anymore. All right. I'm going to be giving you 3 answers to 3 questions. So think of your 3 questions, please. Oh, we already have an answer. You're the only one that got a answer. I had to pick the cards. Well, okay. And oh, all of them. Okay. Let's just pick this. So 3 questions. I'm going in with the answers. Pause if you don't know yet. So answer number 1 is compromise. So make a compromise. Answer number 2, communicate clearly. And answer number 3 is big no. So compromise, communicate clearly, and no are the answers to your question. I hope that answered your questions. Also, if you leave a comment below, I'm going to be picking a viewer for a free reading next week. So be nice in the comments. All right, I love you, and I'll see you next week, my beautiful fish. And happy full moon. Bye.